Hey everybody, this is the Alpha Gal Chef, and today I'm making another recipe with the leftovers of my rotisserie chicken. So I've basically taken all the meat that I could glean off of this carcass and put that in the fridge, and then I've taken the skin, the bones, the gelatins, everything that's solidified, and I've got it in this pot of water at a very low bubbling simmer. As you can see, it's very, very low. And I'm going to do this over a couple hour period, and what that's going to do is leach out all the beneficial bone marrow, the stem cells, all the things that help to increase and promote wellness, and the immune system becomes enhanced with those beneficial components in the bone marrow and the cartilage and the gelatins and the collagens. It's all beautiful, and it's wonderful for a very strong and healthy immune system going into the fall and winter flu season. So got that cooking. It's been on for about an hour, so I'm going to let that go for another 30 minutes to prep the stock base for the soup that I'm going to make today. And so over here I have chopped up about 10 potatoes. I leave the skin on. I've got this on high heat. I'm going to bring that up to a boil. I've salted my water to permeate the potatoes and give them some flavor. I leave the skin on because where there is nutrition, let it be so. And there is so much fiber and nutrients in the skin of the potatoes. It helps the glycemic load of potatoes when you leave the skin on. Your blood sugar is more balanced, so it is just a win-win. So I'm going to cook this. I'm going to drain off the water, drain the bones to the stock. I'm going to put the potatoes in that stock, and I'm going to cook it down with some broccoli. And then we're going to mash this up. We're going to put a milk base in this and some cheese and seasonings, and this is going to be a hearty broccoli, potato, cheddar chicken soup. I'm going to add that chicken back in just to give it another flavor and a texture that's going to be wonderful. And if you would like, I don't have time today, but typically after I boil my potatoes, I will filter off about a cup of the fluid, and I will make some potato rolls from scratch, and it's beautiful and wonderful and goes great with a meal like this. But I've got some wonderful breads down in the refrigerator that I'm going to use. So I'm going to let this cook in about 20 minutes. I'll be able to assemble my soup in 10 minutes, let it heat through, and then it's going to be ready to eat. This is going to be a 30-minute cook outside of the stock base, but that's just something that I keep as a staple. So we're not really calling the stock process part of this 30-minute meal. It's just something to do to save those beautiful components and not just throw away your chicken bones. Cook those down and get another meal out of that. So this is going to be a quick 30-minute meal after the stock is ready to be used to infuse with the potatoes and the broccoli. So I'll see you in about an hour. It'll be a minute for you though. Okay, well, we're about halfway through the cooking process on the potatoes, and I went ahead and put the stems and the crowns of the broccoli in with the potatoes to finish this last 10 minutes of cooking time. And I am going to use half of this water. I'm going to drain out. The other half I'm going to keep and add it with my chicken stock base, because the broccoli is going to leach out some essential nutrients and minerals that we don't want to lose in draining out all of that water. We want to reserve some of that. It's going to have some of the starch of the potatoes in it, and so it's going to be a very good thing. It's going to be just full of nutrients, and it's going to be a win-win. And the chicken's coming along nicely. I added a bay leaf, some thyme, some sage, some sriracha in there, a little bit of black pepper, and I added also some ground coriander. And we're going to let those infuse for the next 20 minutes. The potatoes will be done, and then we'll start combining these together. Okay, we're on about the last 5-6 minutes, and I've added my onion and also about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, and we're going to let that just swim in there and start releasing all of its good nutrients into that water that we're going to add to the broth. And this will soften and everything will be ready at the same time. Okay, well, I have strained out the chicken and I've got a little bit of broth in there, and then my potatoes and broccoli. And I'm going to start mashing it up. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a mashing in there. And my family likes a cream base to the soup, so for those with alpha-gal, you can, if you're not dairy sensitive, you can leave the dairy out and just leave it as is, and then season it up to taste, or like what I'm going to do for my family, is add about a half to a full can of the evaporated milk. And they like chunks in their soup, so we're not going to make this really, really smooth. We're going to leave some texture in there. Everything's perfectly cooked. And I'm going to have my daughter check this for salt. Maybe add a little bit of kosher salt or seasoned salt to it. Okay, well, I've added a little bit of crushed black pepper, and we're going to add a little bit of sriracha in there for a little bit of a kick. A little bit of seasoned salt gives it a nice flavor. I've got my chicken all shredded. I'm going to put that in there. And then I've got some leftover Mexican style cheese. And I'm just going to dump all that in there. That in and melt it down. This is a beautiful, beautiful soup. My husband likes meat in all of his dishes, so I couldn't get away with just putting potatoes and broccoli in this because that's a side dish to him. So you could put a can of salmon in this if you didn't want to use chicken. You could put a fish in here for sure, some cod. There it is. It's beautiful. So let's bowl this baby up and I'll show you the finished product. I've served this up with a pretzel roll. You can put a little cheese on top and you're good to go. God bless and make it a great day.